Creativity and critical thinking are at the heart of 21st century learning. We need to realize that the kind of things that are easy to teach and easy to test, the reproduction of subject matter content, in today's world that's also easy to digitize, to automate. Those kind of skills are disappearing from our labor markets, our societies. The future will require people who can imagine, who can invent, who can connect the new knowledge with the old knowledge, who can sort of solve the problems that we can't yet imagine. So critical thinking and creative thinking are really at the heart of learning today. To give you a simple example, in the past, reading was about extracting knowledge from prefabricated text. You read a book, and when you didn't know the answer to a question, you look it up in an encyclopedia, and you can trust the answer to be true. Today, when you look up your questions on Google, you may get 20,000 answers to your question, and nobody tells you what is right and what is wrong. So you need actually the capacity to navigate ambiguity, triangulate knowledge, question the established wisdom of our times, not just reproduce it. So this is really, in a time of artificial intelligence, we need to think harder of what makes us human, and creativity and critical thinking are really central to this. Yeah, it's very easy to write those things into a school curriculum, that creativity and critical thinking are important. But then we need to think about the learning environments in which those skills are developed. Creative thinking is not developed if we just transmit knowledge to people. We need to have a much more active form of learning where students are co-creators of learning situations. And that then requires a different way of teaching. We need to enable teachers to build those kinds of skills and give them the support, actually, to create innovative learning environments. In the future, teachers will be less knowledge transmitters. The technology may do that as well. There will be more facilitators and mentors and coaches and designers of really innovative learning environments, understanding how different students learn differently. So I think it is very demanding on the teachers of tomorrow, but it will also make the job a lot more interesting, a lot more intellectually engaging than teaching currently is. We spend a lot of time on education to push new ideas into classrooms, and often old ideas into schools. We spend much too little time to find the good ideas, to find ways to scale them, to spread them. The future of the education system is not going to trickle through from the top. It's going to be created by the experts in the field. Well, I think the efficiency of education is an important question. How do we spend our money best? But the biggest challenge of education today is that it's losing its relevance and purpose. Now we see, university graduates having difficulties finding a job, and at the same time employers say they cannot find the people with the skills they need. There's a growing gap between what our education systems are delivering and what the world of tomorrow will require from people. And creativity, critical thinking, social emotional skills are what makes us different from computers. We have spent a lot of time in the industrial age to figure out how to teach second-class robots, people who work predictively. Now, in the time of artificial intelligence, we need to think harder of what makes us human, and creativity and critical thinking will be at the heart of that.